This game will be a VOD from a game in Plat 2 where I play Zac Top. I'm not the best Zac Top player, but I'm pretty decent at Zac, and I want to show off some Zac tips and tricks. So keep watching if you're interested in that, and please subscribe. Something I realized while editing this is that there's a lot of subtitles, so they go pretty fast, so if you need to read them, just pause the video. Okay, so I got autofilled top, so I don't know what's gonna happen, but I guess this will be a top guide. Looks like my team wants to invade through mid, but usually don't grab any abilities, which is pretty important because sometimes you will need your abilities to either get out or chain CC, since some abilities are better for laning than others. I don't think we can do this, especially since pretty sure Lissandra stepped outside the bush if I'm not mistaken. Never mind, it worked out. That was a bit of a unoptimal play due to Trundle not being there, but it's alright. Seems to have worked out. Pyke actually got the kill, and no sums were used. I think that it's odd that Pyke ran the range support item while editing, but even if this was something you realized during the game, you never want to ping this out because enraging your teammates is the worst thing you can do. Furthermore, another thing I wanted to discuss was why I chose W. I chose W because I didn't trust my Pyke to hit his hook. While it's good to trust your teammates at certain points, I didn't trust him right there, so I thought we might need the W for DPS. But in hindsight, I definitely should have chosen E or Q, because E for the lockdown engage, while Q is definitely the highest damage, level 1 for Zac, in non-sustained fight. But just in a burst, it does over 110 magic damage. I actually suck at top lane, so, and this is in like platinum to 50 LP or so, so I will probably just play safe and hope to get carried, and likely I won't upload this video anyways. I'm aware I say that multiple times that I won't upload this video, but I figured like I might as well just start somewhere, so I'm just gonna upload this and I don't expect anything. Kayle actually brought TP, which is interesting considering nobody is really bringing TP. I typically bring TP on Zac Top because there's not really much of a better choice. But into Kayle, I feel like you actually have kill pressure, so you might as well just run Ignite. Into Kayle, you want to usually run Second Wind and also D-Shield, in my opinion. I feel like these two are very strong into Kayle. She can't really trade you out early. Worst case scenario, you grab a pot. Like right here, she can definitely die. But the issue is I suck, so if I didn't suck so much, she'd be dead right there. She's gonna have to flash. Or she can just not and just free kill. Though it looks like this game might be a little free considering everyone in every lane is inting. Not too sure why Kayle decided to fight that. That was a little dumb in my opinion on her part. I'm gonna look to back here and grab Dark Seal. Dark Seal, especially early, is very, very good on Zac. And I think Dark Seal is kind of slept on, especially in lower elos and worse Zacs. I think that many Zac players, if they just invested in a Dark Seal early, would get much more positive results. Because Zacs tend to not die as they have passive, which is on like a 6-minute cooldown. Or 300 seconds. And I think that's a really big part of Zac's skin. You have to utilize his passive correctly. And I'm also freezing right now, which is probably why I sound like I'm freezing. Usually, any trades you take on Zac are good trades due to his passive, which will heal you up. Especially when you're lower, it heals for a lot more. Honestly though, when you're playing top lane, just don't miss cannon. You can give as much CS as you need. Don't lose lane. If you have a tether, just go in for it. There's really nothing you can lose. Oh, that's not good. Just lost 3 kills. And when I play top, I don't even look at the map because I'm trash. So I'd recommend actually paying attention and dropping good wards, but because I suck, I don't want to bother about that. Oh shoot, that was a big mistake. If I walk up, I'll just get E'd and lose passive. But I think with Trundle coming up, this might be a good bait, but she might not be interested. Nope. Ah, shoot. This is actually really bad. Okay. Nothing I can do here. Oh, that's not good. Now she's down flash, which is really good for me, though. And my wave was actually in a bad spot, but I doubt Kayle will... Oh, shoot. I'm so blind. I'm not gonna go for that. That'd be troll. Just get the kill, and then that's all you need. No need to greed for an extend fight. In fact, I can back here because if I'm not mistaken, actually no, this is a terrible wave to back at, but you know what, I already started, so. I'm gonna hold off on buying armor boots or anything because I don't know if magically Talia will get like 5 kills, so. Usually CDR boots are a great investment for Zac, especially in the jungle, but top lane I feel like you do have to invest in one of the armor boots. Armor or MR. Yeah, as I said, wave is in a terrible spot, but I'm stupid, so I didn't realize it. I'm actually blind and I dropped a ward that I missed. I just need to like stop freezing. I'm super uber cold. The difference between a good Zac player and a bad Zac player at laning is just straight up how many minions you can get. This wave is so bad. So if she's gonna perpetually hold this in a freeze, then I need to shove this in. And just like that, my laning phase just got a lot harder. Lissandra should be able to get this because he is on a, what, 20-second cooldown? If she waits long enough, she will catch up to him eventually. Yeah, just like that. So, that is a pretty big waste of time, and I did just waste a good amount of time doing absolutely nothing. Don't do that. Though if I do upload this, it'll be like, oh my lord, top 10 ways to carry Zac Top in high elo. But obviously I'm not going to be doing much, so it's going to look pretty bad actually. I'm just going to take this fight right here because I do have ult, and she's going to ult in reaction, but I have flash. So I can definitely kill her if she stays. Zac's damage with fully stacked Conqueror is insanely high, and you have to utilize your autos really well. Since on Zac Top you can max... Oh shoot. On Zac Top, the only difference is you can max W, which is why currently Zac Top is sitting around like a 53%. No way, she gonna freeze this for the laner? Oh, whatever, man. That is super annoying. Good news is we got Drake off of that because she showed topside while Drake was up. Little bit of a silly choice, I mean. That's why you want to avoid while jungling on Zac, you want to avoid showing topside. But in certain scenarios, you do need to give your top a help. Like, if she did not come to help this Kayle right here, Kayle's laning phase might have been over after I crashed that wave. But now Kayle has like a second life or a third life at this point, which is pretty annoying. My team does have a lead, which is good. And honestly, I really like when Pyke has kills. Whenever I have my abilities up, you might as well just go in. I don't see the harm. But I also don't play Zac Top, so I want to just grab this cannon. I can hold this. I mean, I can prevent her from holding this wave. Yeah, she can't hold this. Lissandra could win this. Oh, no, definitely not. Never mind. Yeah, I used to play a little bit of Lissandra. I'm not that good. I made an account just to play Lissandra. And that was pretty fun. Oh, shoot. I'm trash. I do have passive, though, so I can definitely take this fight right here under tower. Because Zac's under tower is what is most frightening about him. Because you can bait people under tower really easily. In theory, though, you want to use as few abilities on Zac as possible unless you're actually low on HP, in which you will heal a lot more. But this is just for top lane, in my opinion. Jungle, use abilities because you'll have I need to stop saying you have a lot of healing from monsters. Especially into Kayle, though. I should have been dominating this early, late, but giving leeway for a Kayle to scale is really bad. Actually with I've said twice there again, darn. With the Talia bot side, we could definitely go for a free Herald right here, but I want to keep pressuring my laner, so she didn't. Actually, I really am not doing anything here, so that sucks. Ooh. If she has W up, then she just wins this instantly. Okay, nice, she got W up. I think the main thing on Zac is you just have to not feed. Not feeding is the hardest part. Actually, I'm just going to leave this wave to shove back to me. And I can freeze on my side. Freezing against Kayle is definitely the best way to beat her. But if you freeze against Kayle, she can't do anything. Because her range is so small. Even on Zac, who's a melee character, you have gap closers to kill her. I think this matters a lot for like Irelia, Darius. A lot of those champions, that they'll try to freeze on you in this exact scenario. And she wants to shove this wave in or else she'll lose a lot of XP. And because I'm a boring top player, I'm just gonna hold wave perpetually. Which is basically what she would have done too. And should have done. And I beat her in all trades, so if I have to mess up this freeze to get a kill on her, I'm 100% willing to do so. Once again, I should be able to win here. She'll be forced to ult. Actually that shouldn't kill. Oh, it did. That was extremely lucky. If this Talia holds wave again, I swear on God that I'll be extremely pissed. Okay, that's actually fine. Actually I have to get out right here. I just fed a free Dark Harvest. That was really bad. You want to avoid giving Dark Harvest to Dark Harvest champions as much as possible. I have passive here, so if I can bait her to dive... Actually, no. It wouldn't be much of a bait. I would just die. Okay, that's fine, actually. I don't have time to shove this wave back, but... Just give a quick ping to my Trundle there. Though I think that, since we know he's there, we're gonna actually collapse in for a mid gank. I think Zac's strong points is his ganks, clearly. I mean, otherwise, why would you play him? He's not very... Oh, actually, they're already dead. You know what? I've wasted so much time this game, I can't even call this a guide. But, you know, I will still. Maybe I'll upload this. Just for fun. Alright, so buy full Sunfire there. Especially if you're top lane, you got enough gold to buy Sunfire. Sunfire is superior than Frostfire in many, many ways. In some cases, you do need to buy Frostfire. But Sunfire is just so much damage, sustained damage. As well as if you actually know how to auto attack on any champion, that is a tank. You should be able to buy Sunfire. If you're so tanky, just purchase Sunfire. I think Kayle is in the area where she can't come laning top anymore, which is causing her to be forced to make plays, which is inting. Just quickly go on to the Yasuo right here. Knock up Samira. Perfect. Right, just like that. And just keep in mind, guys, the harder you mash your buttons, the more damage you do. Zac actually does a ton of monster damage, especially with W max. If you want to go W max just so you can solo every dragon, honestly, go for it. I used to put 2 points into W just so I can solo early dragons, but level 4 you can actually solo dragon, especially with 2 smites. Even with just 1 smite, then you'll be able to solo dragon. I'm definitely not the best Zac player out there, but I do run the Ballsy Conqueror, and I think that running Conqueror does add so much damage to your kit. It's actually crazy. And 100% slap on. Especially in the jungle, a lot of people bringing Aftershock right now. You can check the runes for Plat Plus, and there's only like 100 so games with Conqueror, which is silly to me. I don't know how many of those games are me, but maybe a sizable margin. Hopefully. I wish for one day Conqueror to be the top rune on op.gg when you search up runes for Zac. So everyone can use this overtuned set rather than Aftershock. I have ran Aftershock on top lane Zac before, and it is honestly decent. Especially into lanes where you have to play safer. It is a lot of sustain for your engage. Your E's, though, when you're playing jungle, matters a lot. On top, in my opinion, doesn't matter nearly as much. I could go for a dive right there, but... Oh, nice, actually. Q into an E is always guaranteed. Very nearly, especially if you aim at the right angle. Even if they flash out, you'll still be able to hit them. A lot of the time, they'll flash out right into your E. Just need to make sure that you E in the direction that they'll flash, and your circle should cover even the flash radius. But honestly, I'm getting boosted this game, so this pike is crazy. Though I do think that's the whole point of playing top lane. 99% of the top laners, they don't carry. They just have to not feed. I feel like, well, maybe that's just because I play jungle. That's what I feel like about top laners. Oh. That's a little odd, but, you know, it's fine. Oh, she wants help. Can she kill the little Kruggies? No harm in killing the Krugs. Besides, actually, the Krugs could give vision of us. Oops, I'm trash. Wow, I'm really trash. I did not need to ignite there. Holy nuggets, my absolute dog water. It's alright, guys. My miss jump and Q were intentional mind damage. Alright, so buy some items right now. I'm gonna buy Medrise because I'm ahead, and why not? I'm not doing anything anyways. I don't have... I haven't been using a good example... I can't speak. I haven't been showing good examples how to use your passive because... Frankly, it's kind of difficult to do that when they're not killing you. Wow, Trundle is OP. I actually asked for a swap. I think that whenever you're autofilled, it's worth it to ask for a swap, but never expect the swap. So I asked Trundle for a swap, and he seems to be doing fine, but I did offer to go jungle, and he does play a mean top lane with 60%. I think it's important to realize that this is a high plat game. And high plat games, in my opinion, played out no differently than just your average silver game or whatnot. Everyone plays micro just as bad, and it's important to just capitalize on that. I think it's a matter of what plays you take at what time, and then that will really influence whether or not you win games. Also, this commentary is live, so if I'm not commentating like what abilities I'm using or why, it's because I'm trash. Alright. I think that's it. I don't know if I'll upload this. Probably not. GG. If you happen to enjoy this or you like this, please subscribe and drop a like. Maybe drop a comment for the algorithm. Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.